everybody for being here. I'm so happy that you're here. We are going to be looking at talking to you guys about your experiences with veganism. We're going to be talking about some kind of things to do with spirituality today. Like, what would you like to have as part of your life as a vegan right now, in terms of community and things like that? Let me know. Let me know what you would like. Okay, hold on. Let me try to press some buttons here. Hey, this is what's going on. Something weird happened. Oh, wait. What is happening, guys? All the comments are coming in the middle of the screen now. Hi. Hey, YouTube. All the comments are here. Well, it makes it a little bit easier for me to read, but it's kind of going right over my face. But I guess it's okay. Hey, TikTok. Thanks for coming in, guys. I don't know if these buttons are pressed here. I had a moderator who was going to press them, but I don't know if they're pressed or not. Okay, hold on. Let me just refresh the page. Thank you for coming in. Hi, April. Thanks for coming. Hi, everybody. Hi, Diana. Aw, thanks for calling me beautiful. That's very sweet of you. All right, let me just try and press these buttons again here. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm going to go to customization. Let's push this button, this one here, and okay, there we go. Did that work? That work, guys? Okay, good. So thanks for coming in. If you want to talk to me, you can. If you guys are new vegans and you find it hard right now with the way that your families are, maybe your families are not becoming vegan and it's making you sad, let's talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how I can help you to feel better in this non-vegan world. Now, you are coming out of this cult called carnism. It's something that you've been in your whole life. Your whole life you were in this cult called carnism, where everybody is eating animals, everybody is wearing animal skin, and then you woke up one day and you realized, oh my God, I'm living in this crazy world and I have to get out of here. So it's almost like you're leaving a religion. That religion, which you didn't even know that you were in, is called carnism. A religion where everybody is eating eggs and cheese and drinking cow's milk. And it's so hard to get away from because everybody in your family is taking part in these horrific rituals. This carnism that you guys are in, this weird religion where everybody is hurting animals on a daily basis, multiple times. It's like you're leaving this religion, and now what? Now what do you do when you are now free of the religion of carnism, free of these horrible habits of hurting animals, of putting them in your body? And now, though, you still see all of your family members eating animals. You still see your boss, your colleagues eating animals. You still go to every single store and restaurant and you see corpses there. You see stolen eggs. You see dead fish in the supermarkets. You see people giving their children dead animals. And it's hard because you're thinking to yourself, this feels so strange. How was I ever part of that religion called carnism? Thank you, Hunter, very much for the 99-cent super chat over here. That is really great. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, I have this thing on my channel. It's so weird. It's like the writing on YouTube right now is like right here. TikTok, you guys are still at the bottom here. But thank you guys for the little hand hearts, everyone. If you guys want to talk to me today, we are going to be just talking about how does it feel? How does it feel knowing that your family is still eating animals, still hurting animals? Are you sad? Do you kind of miss having family meals because now you're not eating with your family? Or if you are, you want to be with them because you love them, but it's really hard for you because when you see the dead piece of meat, like the pork chop, automatically you think, wow, this was someone, and that's really hard. So let's talk about it, okay? I'm gonna get the first person in right off the bat, and we'll see if you are kind. Or please don't come in if you're not kind. You know, that's the only thing that I ask. You have to be over 18, of course. And if you're not interested in being kind, just don't come.
Is it working?
Hi, welcome to the live stream. I'm Miss Katie.
Hi, Miss Katie. We've
Hi.
spoken a lot before, actually.
All right, so how are you feeling? Are you vegan yet?
Yes, you
Okay.
helped me get started.
All right, so good. So look, today we're specifically talking about the spiritual journey from becoming becoming vegan and stepping away from this crazy cult of carnism that we were in. So tell me a little bit about your experiences. Like, most people have a hard time because they thought their best friends would become vegan with them and maybe they didn't, or maybe their parents or brothers or sisters would become vegan with them and then they didn't. Tell me a little bit about your experiences.
Honestly, in my experience of becoming vegan, I am very picky with who I'm friends with, you know? So, like, I just am very quick if somebody is going against things that I believe in morally and,
Yeah.
like, ethically,
Mm-hmm.
I can't be friends with them. So, it's actually been really easy in that sense and very healing for me. And yeah,
So when you're talking about that, Nero, are you talking about, first of all, how old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18. Okay. So when you're, but, so what, but you're living with your parents still?
No, actually.
No. Okay. So, how do you feel about your parents? Did they become vegan with you? Or are you just finding yourself not talking to them as much? Or what's going on?
My dad has always been kind of just like a nasty person, like personality wise and whatever. And he is a big meat eater. Luckily, I don't live with him and I don't really talk to him much. I just don't really like him. But my mom passed away before I
Okay.
could really talk to her about that kind of thing.
Okay. So who in your family would you have brothers and sisters that you're close to, or?
I'm an only child.
Okay. So what about friends? The friends that you had before becoming vegan, are you still friends with them, or have you found or trying to find new vegan friends?
I am trying to find new vegan friends, but the friends that I kept around once I made this big shift in my life, they've been really opening up to their mind to a new way of thinking and looking at things.
Okay. So they're on their way to becoming vegan. Would you say they're getting their clicks?
I would say so.
Okay. So so essentially what you're telling me is that in some ways you feel sad, in other ways you're sort of moving forward and developing new friendships. Is that right?
Yeah.
Or trying to, or keep the old ones? All right, that's cool. So are you one of these people who fantasizes about the sort of traditional family meal where you have, a big table and everybody's sitting there and everybody's happy? Like, is that something you would wish for in a community, let's say? Let's say I lived in your neighborhood, okay? Because I host these things called vegan potlucks for 8. So basically, there's 8 of us and everyone brings food. So it doesn't have to be fancy. And we all just eat together. And we do some little ritual things, like we light a candle and we talk about our week, our things we're proud of. We're allowed to show off and say, I'm really proud I did this thing. And everyone gets a turn when they light a candle to give a little speech. Now, is that something that would interest you, for example?
It sounds pretty nice, actually.
Right? Yeah, because a lot of times people are missing that family atmosphere, but we can create that with people in our neighborhoods. This is the idea behind it, is that it should feel like just walking over to your friend's house. You put your food on the table. It doesn't have to be fancy. It could be a simple bean salad. Someone brings watermelon, a plate of nuts, whatever, and everybody just kind of takes a bit of everything. And the idea is that you're together. And maybe at the end, there's like a little bit of dancing. You might put on some songs and just kind of everybody dance around just to kind of digest the food or something like that. All right, so I'm just talking to people about the spiritual part of being vegan and just trying to, because a lot of people, when they leave the cult of carnism, it really is like leaving a religion. It's like this separation of us from family, from friends. Of course, we still have to go to work and be surrounded by colleagues where we save these dead animals, but trying to make it a nice experience. So thanks for sharing.
Of course. Thank you.
Okay, I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Thank you to Nero. Guys, let's tap on the screen. She shared her story there a little bit about coming out as a vegan. Let's hear from the rest of you guys too. Let me just have a look at what you guys are writing over here. Thank you guys over here on YouTube. If there's a specific thing you want to say, you can put a super chat in. Oh, I'm so sorry I missed a super chat. I just realized here. I'm sorry, guys, if I didn't see it. Sometimes they go too fast, but if they're yellow, they'll stay on the screen. All right, so we're talking today about the spiritual component of becoming vegan, the joy of being vegan, but also the kind of sad part of leaving certain family members or friends behind. And that can be sometimes hard. So let's get to the next person here. So guys, please don't put rodeo hats on my head. Oh, hold on. I just noticed a bunch of you guys subscribed, so I'm going to read your names out loud. Hold on a second. Okay, so we have Hazel, thanks for coming. Bernardo and Sam and James. Andrew, thanks for coming. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Ellie, for subscribing. And Lulu and Sammy. Thank you, UV, for being here. Thank you, Gio, for being here. I appreciate you too. Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, Andrew. Hi, Codestar. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, Corey, also for subscribing. Thank you to Rara. Thanks for being here. Oh, and I have a super chat over here. 1 second, let me grab it. The person's name is Least Trustworthy Weasel. Okay, well, thank you for the $1 donation from Canada. Maybe you could get a better name than that. You know, if you're going to be vegan, like Most Trustworthy Vegan. Wouldn't that be a better name for you? I think so. All right, so let's see what else we have here. Thank you guys very much for subscribing. We have Michael. Hey, Michael, I think I've seen you before. Thank you also, Rebecca. Thank you, Kimberly, for subscribing. Thank you, Doris. And thank you also to everybody who is sharing the live stream right now. There's a repost button and there's also a share button. So if you know somebody who cares about animals, share this with them. If you know somebody who cares about protecting our planet, share this with them. If you know somebody who has a deep sense of a longing for community, for connection with people, for love in their life, and for sharing vegan meals with, let's find a way to help you guys right in your own communities to find people to eat with, to find people to invite over, to find people to prepare little meals together with, and then sit together. So what we do here is we have, you know, those little tiny candles? They're not expensive at all. So everybody gets one of those little candles at the place. So there's like 8 of us. And there's all this food in the middle of the table. And each person lights a candle. And when they put it there, there's like a timer. You know, one of those timers that has like the sand in it. So you turn it upside down and then it's your turn. Nobody else talks except you. And you can talk about anything that you're proud of or something that happened that week that made you sad. You know, maybe you saw a video that made you cry. Or maybe at school somebody was treating you in a vegan-phobic manner. Or maybe your boss brought everybody out to eat at a restaurant, but it wasn't vegan, and you were feeling really disappointed, you know. So that's the kind of things that we're trying to talk about here. Like, becoming vegan is, of course, a moral baseline, and you have to learn the facts. But what about after you're vegan? Then what? So that's what this talk is about today. So let's get to the next person here. Thank you, Macaulay, for subscribing, by the way. Thanks a lot for everyone who's sharing. Make sure you share this or repost it with anybody that you know who cares about animals. Hey, Nora. Hi, Landley. Thanks for coming. Thank you to everyone who reposted. Thank you, Jupiter, for being here. Cool name. Thank you for reposting to the person named Times or whatever. Guys, please change your names to have the word vegan in them or your actual first name. You know, it's so much easier for me to thank you or to address you if your name is like Robert or Bobby or Susie or whatever and not some sort of random thing. All right? Okay, good job, guys. You can do this. All right, let's go to the next person. This person's name is Fatnik. All right, so this person wants to come in, and I don't think I'm going to let you in because, first of all, your name sounds like you're trying to say something bad, but there is a dog. That part's cute. You have 59 followers, and your count says Jesus loves you, but at the same time, your name is talking about somebody who's a fat, whatever. I don't like that. I'm not going to go to you. I'm going to go to the next person named Josh. Guys, if you want to go to the top of the lineup, you can do that. Just put a swan on the table. Hi, are you vegan-phobic or vegantastic?
I'm vegantastic.
Awesome. Okay, so today we're talking about leaving the cult of carnism. Are you still in that cult?
Kind of.
Okay, so you're still eating meat and eggs and things like that?
I'm trying to become vegan, but I don't know how, you know?
Okay, so what seems to be the problem? You know how in terms of you can Google recipes up here, right? Do you know that or not?
I don't know. I love meat so much. I don't think I can stop.
Well, you can. You definitely can. Look, every vegan loved the taste of meat. They didn't stop eating meat because they didn't love the taste, but they realized how sad it is
Huh?
that these
Yeah.
how sad it is that the animals are suffering. So when you become vegan,
Like,
when
yeah.
you become vegan, you will be able to fit into a
It's that
society.
bitch.
You don't need to worry about that. When you become vegan, you're going to drop all those friends that are around you, the mean people. They will not be in your life anymore. You will find new vegan friends right in your neighborhood, and you will surround yourself with love and compassion, and you will cook together, and you will wash dishes together, and you will tell stories together, and you will grow together as a community. Let me see here. I have a super chat over here. Let me see if I can read this. Oh no. Hold on a second, guys. I have a super chat, but I can't read it. Something's weird on my screen. Australia, $159. That's very sweet of you, but how can I read it? Hold on a second. Everything has changed. What's this? There's a search thing here. Chat filter, top messages. Okay, maybe this. Wait, what's fan funding? I don't know what that is. Is that it? Oh no, I'm so sorry. I want to read your super chat and I can't. TikTok or YouTube has moved everything around. Hold on, I'm gonna try. Okay, I've got this setting things. It says, okay, that's not it. That's a button. I don't know what this is. This is a person here. Green screen. What? No, I don't need that. Okay, hold on, let me find it. I'm gonna find a way to read your comment here. Is there any other buttons? Let me see. That's a flip, that's a microphone. This is an effect. Oh no, how come they don't let me read it? I am so sorry, because you went through the trouble of putting this super chat. I'll show you exactly what it looks like, okay? It's right here, and it's red, but when I tap on it, hold on, maybe if I'm gonna long tap on it. Okay, long tap on it, worked. Okay, this is Eric. Eric, thank you. You wrote Team Vegan. Okay, I got it. I just had to long tap on it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Derek. Thank you very much for the $159. That's extremely generous of you and really kind. I'm going to press a heart on there. I press a thumbs up. And just to let you know, I'm giving you a big hug too, okay? Because I could feel your heart. I know that if you lived in my neighborhood, you would be at one of my dinners for 8, right? One of my vegan potlucks for 8, for sure. So guys, I'm encouraging you to start these vegan potlucks yourselves in your own communities. Try to find people online. Of course, you have to be a bit careful because you're bringing people into your home and you have to be able to trust them, right? So you get to know them first by just maybe meeting them at a protest, or maybe you have a coffee with them or something like that first, or you make sure that you see who they are. And when you feel like they seem like a good person, then you invite them and you have these vegan potlucks for 8 at your house. And they're really fun. You know, so a couple of people bring some desserts. Somebody else will bring just like a big salad. Somebody else will bring like a bunch of noodles, you know, and potato salad, all this stuff. And you just take a little bit of everybody's food. You put that on your plate and it looks so colorful. And then you light each a candle and you talk about your day. You talk about things that you are sad about. You can share that, you know, like if somebody in your family is being mean to you or your boss or, you know, just whatever. Okay, that's the idea. Oh, we have another super chat here or something. What is this one? Hold on, I got a long press on this. I don't know what this is. It won't let me long press on this. There's another red thing here. Anyway, thank you. So much appreciate you guys. Okay, let's get the next person in here. We have somebody whose name is Super Vegan. Well, I don't know if you're a super vegan, but oh, no, you're gone. Okay. Let's go to the very next person here. Somebody's name is Bella. Thank you for the kittens. Thanks a lot, guys. You're so kind. So if you're just joining us, I'm Miss Katie, and we're talking about getting out of the cult of carnism. Carnism is where you guys were in that cult, eating all of the animal products, and you were brainwashed to be in this cult. All of us were, unless you happen to be born in a vegan family. But there's this cult of carnism everywhere, and we got to get out of there. We got to break free. But then what? Then what? You know, when you step back and you realize all your family members are still eating animals, you guys are telling me about that and you're saying you're sad. So we're going to try to help you to come to some solutions. Okay, Bella's trying to get in here. I see that. Thank you very much, Bella, for trying to come. Appreciate you guys. Thank you also to these wonderful people who are here who are spamming these beautiful things. This is really cool. What do we have here? Just a second. Yes, this is great. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you, Betsy, for that. Thank you so much, everyone. Yes, I am vegan, and yes, I have been vegan now for 10 years. Hi, Olivia. Thank you for the decoration. Thank you also, Olivia, for the decoration there. Dermot is here. Hey, cool people. Thanks for coming in. Okay, let's see. I tried to get Bella in, but Bella had a hard time. Let's try somebody else. Let's see. Hello. Are you a kind person?
I am.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 39.
All right. Are you vegan yet?
Yes, I've been vegan for several years.
Okay. And how's it
And I've
go?
raised three. It goes very well, and I've raised 3 vegan children.
How old are they?
Well, one is 10, one is 12, and one is just turning 7.
Okay. And how is the rest of your family doing? Are they vegan?
Yeah, so my husband is vegan as well. He became vegan when I did, and that would be about 15 years ago.
Okay. And what about the rest of your family, like brothers and sisters or parents?
Oh, no, my parents aren't vegan, but we don't speak to them.
Oh, is it because they're not vegan? Is that the main thing? Because they weren't very kind to you? More vegan phobic?
Yeah, it's a long story.
Okay. Yeah, that happens. So, did you manage to find ways to create sort of another extended family with vegan friends, or are you able to have dinners where you sit down with people and you enjoy vegan food with camaraderie and joy, or do you feel a bit sad and wish you had more kind of family around that was vegan?
Yeah, fuck, nigga. This is Timo Emma. You want a mouth?
Sorry? Pardon me? Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Sorry about that. I couldn't, it's a weird sound there. Okay, let me see here. I'm gonna go through here and, oh, hold on a second, guys. Someone's at my door. 1 second. Okay, I'll be with you in a second. Yeah, you can just watch. It's okay. Be there in a second. Okay, all right. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Who do we have here? Let me see. All right, we have 98 people who want to come in here. We have somebody named Bella. We have somebody named Jace. We have Evie here. Thanks, guys, for being in here. Okay, let's go to the next person here, and let's just see if we can read a card, just to make sure that everybody understands what veganism is. Hi there.
Hello, Miss Katie.
Oh, hello. Are you ready to read a card?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, here you go.
Okay, random vegan fact. If everyone ate a vegan plant-exclusive diet, we would help save the planet because we would reduce the amount of land used for agriculture by 75%.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true. So being vegan is good for the planet, and it's also good for our health. So I don't know if you were listening before, but we're talking about something that we're doing here, which is called vegan dinners for 8. So it's like a potluck. Yes. Does that sound like something that would be fun?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, and we're already doing that with my family.
Oh, you're already doing something like that. Okay, that's really cool. Yeah, so
the vegan part of my family.
The vegan part. Okay, good. All right. So so you are vegan, and is everybody in your family vegan already?
No, not everybody.
No. Like, do you have any brothers or sisters or any cousins who are not vegan yet?
I don't have brothers and sisters, but I have 2 cousins that are not vegan.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Right. Yeah. Do you wish that they were?
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, because it kind of separates us, doesn't it, a little bit, when we have people in our family that are not vegan because they
Mhm.
never really understand our hearts. Yeah.
Yeah,
So look, just
it's
to let
hard.
yeah, well, to let you know, you're
Yeah.
not alone. It happens to everybody. But I thank you
Thank
very
you,
much
Miss
for
Katie.
thanks for coming in and reading a card. And I hope that you have some joy in finding yourself a community, continue what you're doing, and try to have these vegan potlucks for 8. Thanks a lot for coming in. All right, guys, let's continue. Let's see who else we have here. My goodness, thank you very much. A whole bunch of you guys are subscribing. This is truly great. We have Timu. Thank you for the little bee. Olivia, thank you also for the decoration. Secret, thank you for the little roses. You guys are awesome. And thanks, guys, for the people who wrote reposting. Every once in a while on the side here, guys, on TikTok, you'll see a yellow circle with like an arrow. See if somebody can put it right now to show everybody. And that means somebody's reposting. You see that? See the repost coming up there? That's when people are reposting it, which means that they're sharing it to other people. And this number up here represents the amount of clicks that people are getting. So when you hear something that's good, you tap 100 times. When you hear or read a nice comment, you tap 100 times. Thanks, Bella, for being here. Hey, Eleanor. Okay, Bella, would you like to come in? Oh, I got a potato on my head. Hi. Thank you for making me a potato head. Potatoes are vegan, of course. All vegetables are. Hi, Bella. I tried to get you in before, but something happened and we couldn't get you in. But you're here now.
Yeah, it was my internet. It's fixed. I fixed it though.
Okay. So we're talking today about the spiritual component about becoming vegan. So when we're not vegan, we are in this kind of cult, this kind of bizarre religion called carnism. And it's like a type of life that we used to live where we're eating these animals. They're always everywhere we go, advertisements, McDonald's, every store we go into, we see dead chickens, dead turkeys, dead lambs. Every restaurant menu has the corpses of innocent animals there. It's everywhere. And so we're talking about when we leave that, when we decide we don't want anything to do with the corpses and this horrible society that we have, and we become vegan. So how do we find joy when we're in that? How is your vegan journey going right now?
It's going well. I'm just learning about it.
Yeah. Have you started to try to look at who is on your plate, the difference between who is on your plate and what is on your plate? When you see, for example, some meat on your plate, do you become sort of aware? Do you think to yourself, oh my gosh, that's a pig there right now? Like, are you starting to have those experiences?
It's more so just like how they are.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. You have to say that whole sentence.
More so like this, the commercialization.
I'm really sorry,
I'm
but
also
your
just,
sentence.
like, thinking about the practices of commercialization.
The practices of killing the animals,
If that makes sense, like.
factory farming and all that. Okay, sweetie, I'm sorry, but I'm only hearing half of your words. You said something was wrong with your internet, and I'm just kind of trying to patch it together. So sorry about that. I'm just going to go to the next person, okay? But yeah, this is how it starts, guys. You start to look at your plate, and you start to look at things, and you'll see in the plate, you'll see like a chicken, and you'll think, wait a second, that's someone. And eventually, over time, you start to phase out the meats, and you put more things on there like lentils and beans and tofu and rice. And gradually, over time, you start to realize, wait, this is great. This is a very colorful plate that I'm eating, and it feels good, because it really does feel so good to be vegan. It feels great because you're not a hypocrite anymore. You're no longer participating in the violence. Now, the only sad part about becoming vegan is when you realize that your family and friends are not always coming along with you. And so when you're having family meals, sometimes you might have some vegan-phobic people in your families who are deliberately putting these animals on the table, even though they know it makes you feel like crying. And those are people you have to push out of your life. Because if they are so cruel, they're not going to change. They're not going to change very fast, that's for sure. And so what are you going to do then? Well, you're going to try to find a new sort of family type people in your neighborhood. You're going to try to find vegans in your neighborhood. And look, I'll be honest with you, I'm living part-time in Canada and part-time in Italy. And when I've been living in Italy for the last 3 years, I have found it hard because I don't really speak Italian very well. And around me, there's not very many vegan restaurants and there's not very many vegans. So it tends to feel a little bit lonely because I want that feeling of family around me. And really over there, all we have is my husband and my mother-in-law. So I have found some groups occasionally, but they're kind of far away. So the goal here is to talk to you guys about helping you to find each other as vegans so that you can connect and sit down and have a meal together. And one of the things that we do here is we have these things called potlucks for 8. And no, it has nothing to do with pot. It's not that kind of pot. It's a potluck. And maybe we can come up with a better name. It's basically, do you guys know what potlucks are? Do you know what that expression is? I don't know why it's called that. I guess you're supposed to bring a pot and then you're like, you see if you're lucky or not. I don't know, but it doesn't make sense. Anyway, everybody brings some different food and they put it on the table. So you might have like somebody's going to bring some vegetables, somebody's going to bring a bean chili or something, and then there'll be some desserts. And everybody eats each other's food and you feel happy. And everybody gets a little candle to light. And then we put this little timer with the sand upside down. And everybody listens. Nobody's allowed to interrupt. And it's your time to talk about your experience that week or what you're going through or something you're worried about. Maybe you're starting a new job, or maybe you're really sad because your parents aren't vegan. Or maybe you're a parent and your kids aren't vegan and you feel really lonely. So that's what we're talking about today. If you guys want to have something to say and you want to put a super chat in, you're definitely free to do that. I want to thank you guys so much. Everybody who is participating here. I see that there's 2 red things here, and I'm so sorry I can't click on it to the person in Australia. It seems to not be letting me here. Oh, but I do have a super chat here for $1.99 from Diana, who writes, please can you sing Plants Don't Feel Pain? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Since you paid $1.99, I will sing it. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm kind of losing my voice, honestly, but I'll try. Okay. Plants don't feel pain, they don't have a brain, they don't have a nervous system, so it's okay to bite into them. You have a heart, you know where to start, so don't take too long and be vegan from now on. There you go. That's my Plants Don't Feel Pain song. I should really have a better version of it. I do somewhere, but I don't have it handy. I know that I've recorded that. It's somewhere on Spotify and Apple Music. It's just that I have so many songs. And but yes, we are here to learn about it. And guys, every single day is a new day to learn and to be. Every day's a new day. Every day's a new day to learn. To learn. And to discover your empathy. Discover your empathy. Every day's a new day to learn and to be vegan with me. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you very much for being here, everyone. Thank you, Brian. Every day's a new day. Hi, Matilda. To learn. Hi, Becky. To discover your empathy. Thank you for the vegan gum. Every day's a new day to learn. To be vegan with me. Thank you, CJ. Thank you, Faith, for coming in. Thank you so much, Michael and Mark. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Izzy. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much, everybody. And it's really, really great when I do see some of my own family members popping in here. It really warms my heart. Thank you so much. Obviously, I wish that everyone in my family was vegan. And I really hope that the people in my family all become vegan, because not everybody is. And it is heartbreaking for me, just as it is for you. I understand how you feel. So there's not really much that we can do except for just keep on the same path and try to find vegan friends in our own community to eat with and to share our stories with, to share our joys and concerns. And so this is what I'm here to help you to do, is to find a sort of a spiritual community that you can help to create. You don't have to feel lonely as a vegan. You can take the ownership of creating that community yourself. Sometimes we wait around to be invited to places and we hope that somebody else does it. But why can't it be you? It definitely can. It can be you. And even if, let's say, you can't bring people to your house for whatever reason, you can have a potluck. You can bring everyone to a park bench somewhere, whatever. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just put out a couple of blankets and just in your community just say, vegan gathering, vegan potluck, vegan friends. And it doesn't even have to be long either. You can make it just an hour and a half long so that everybody shows up together and listens to each other's stories and listens to each other's joys. And so there's this thing that I think is really missing in our society, and that is, thank you, I don't need dentures though. What's missing in our society is the ability to brag. Have you guys ever noticed that little kids, when they do something that they're really proud of, they brag, right? They say, my God, look at my picture. And they're like all proud of it. Or if they have a new dress, they're like, look, Grandma, look at my new dress, right? But we, as adults, we don't do that. But these community dinners that I'm creating, these potlucks for 8, are an opportunity for us to be proud of the things that we've done. It's okay to brag about your accomplishments in this setting because we're all going to be entitled to do it for a very short period of time, and we're all going to cheer each other on. Maybe you applied for a job that you were afraid to apply for, and you're going to share it with the group, and everyone's going to go, good job. You had the courage to do that. Or maybe it is something like that you went and talked to somebody in your family about veganism and you were really afraid to kind of before, but you thought, you know what, I'm going to go and tell them to watch the documentary Dominion. And you were afraid of rejection, but you did it anyway. So I have a song about this, actually. It's called Vegan Phobia. It's real. You could feel the fear of vegan phobia, but you could speak out anyway. That's important. Let's listen. It's normal to be scared. Vegan phobia is real. Feel the fear, but speak out anyway. It's normal to be scared. Vegan phobia is real. Feel the fear, but speak out anyway. Even if your lips are quivering, even if your knees won't stop shaking, innocent victims are dying. So never let the bullies shut you up. Never, ever give up. It's normal to be scared. Vegan phobia is real. Feel the fear, but speak out anyway. It's normal to be scared. Vegan phobia is real. Feel the fear, but speak out anyway. Even if your friends don't understand, even if they let go of your hand, you're on the right side of history. You're brave in ending so much misery, 'cause you have empathy. It's normal to be scared. Vegan phobia is real. Feel the fear, but speak out anyway. It's normal to be scared. Vegan phobia is real. Feel the fear, but speak out anyway. Never mind the petty insults, never let them penetrate. Vegan phobic hearts are just jealous that you're so great. God is looking down, and when he sees you, he smiles. You make his crown turn upside down. You can stay brave, so stand straight and stand tall. The animals need you so you can survive, and all your heart is good and pure. I'm here to remind you, you were born vegan, so you can endure. Look me in the eyes, I'm telling you, I'm sure. It's normal to be scared. Vegan phobia is real. Feel the fear, but speak out anyway. It's normal to be scared. Vegan phobia is real. Feel the fear, but speak on your guitar, the chords are C and F and A minor. You can do it. I really do love composing vegan songs because it's a way of therapy also to help me to work through issues to do with my own family as well. And so, you know, I'm really happy when my songs touch you guys. So thank you very much for everybody who's telling me when that happens. All right, let's see if we can get somebody else in here. Okay, let's see what we have. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. We have 135 people who just subscribed. And, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? Why can I not press on your comments, guys? Okay, I just got a $5 donation, but it's not letting me, hold on, this thing. Stickers, no, I don't need stickers. I see it right here, guys. I see a turquoise $5 donation right on the screen right here, but I can't, it won't let me tap on it to see what you wrote. And that's, oh, wait. Okay, I got it. I don't know what I did. Anyway, okay, Q Meyer, Fred, you wrote, hey, Miss Katie, I'm curious. What shape is your belly button? Well, that's not really irrelevant. It's not really relevant. You know, it just doesn't matter at all. Thank you, by the way, Eric, for the, I just saw what you did before. Thank you for the Australian $79 donation. I was really generous of you. I very much appreciate that. You are so, so sweet. You guys, thank you so much for making the world a better place for the animals. Thank you for helping me, supporting my work here on this channel as a vegan teacher. Best job in the whole world. Really, it is such a great job that I have because I get to try to undo the harm that I did. Just like you guys, I used to eat animals and I feel really bad about it. But this is a way, and it feels good for you guys too. Trust me, when you start doing activism, it will feel good because you will be able to try to reach other people, and you will be reaching other people and helping them along their vegan journey. So thanks to everybody who came here. Let's see if somebody else wants to come in. We have somebody named Lucy who wants to come in. Hi, Lucy. Lucy? Okay, sorry, Lucy. I'm going to have to let you go because you're not talking. Okay, sweetheart? When you come in, you have to talk right away, okay? We have somebody named Jessie who wants to come in. When you come in, guys, make sure that your phone is close by and you're not fidgeting. You have to be over 18.
Hello?
Hi, Jessie.
Oh, hello. Oh, no, man. I'm a different person, but I am on the, yeah.
Okay,
So
whose account, 1 second, whose account are you using? Are you allowed to use this account that's not yours?
Yes, I give him permission to use it.
Okay, all right, you're Jessie?
Yes.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right, so what we're doing here is we're just learning about veganism, and then we can talk about your vegan journey, and maybe it can help you if you have any problems or anything like that. So here's something. Can you read this one?
Yes.
All hospitals should serve vegan food only because meat, dairy, and eggs are linked to cancer, heart attacks, diabetes, strokes, and also it's just weird to bring death into a place where we are trying to save lives.
Okay, well, thank you for reading that. It's a little bit noisy, guys, with the background. Maybe you can get the people to try to be quiet there because it's a classroom here, just if you can.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the Galaxy, whoever did this Blitz or whatever your name is. Prefer no rodeo hats, guys, because the rodeo industry is a cycle of misery where they abuse horses and cows and also children who are forced to go to the rodeo to watch this spectacle, which hurts their mental state because they become desensitized. Thank you for the vegan burger. Yes, I love it when you make me into a vegan chef. Okay, sorry. Jessie or whoever.
Yes.
Okay, so how is your vegan journey going and how can I help you?
Well, basically, I wanted to join because I wanted to ask you a question that I've been trying to figure out my own self.
Okay.
Basically, do you know how vegans eat like oats, seeds, and plants? Like, what I'm trying to figure out is what about the animals that also eat them as well? Wouldn't that be trying to take the food away from the animals?
Sweetheart, just really think about this, okay? Just take 1 second to think about it, all right? when you're sitting at a table with your brother or your sister or your parents, would I ever come up to you and say, wait a second, why are you eating your brother or your sister's food? You would look at me like I'm crazy and you'd be like, well, no, I'm eating my food and they're eating their food, right? So do you have a different question? Do you have a different question?
There's also another question.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching your YouTube videos for a while and everything, and in one video, I think you watched a YouTuber called Call Me Chris.
Several, yeah.
Yeah, it was the fact that you were also using a Crayola marker.
Okay, and what about it?
And Crayola is known for using animal fats in their products.
Yep. So did you not, I guess you didn't see all the follow-up videos to that?
I've watched all the videos.
Okay, well, I just guess you missed that. So basically what happens is that vegans are not perfect and vegans try every way possible to get the vegan version of things. But if there's no vegan version of it, what can we do? We live in a carnistic world. We're not going to go and live in a cardboard box. So if a child is in kindergarten and they need to have markers for the first day of school and their parents have looked everywhere for vegan markers and they can't find them, that child does not at 5 years old have to go to school without any markers. Ideally, the parent is going to research and order some online. But in my particular case, I did not buy those markers. I found them on the floor because the janitor at the end of every day would sweep the floors in the school and throw everything in the garbage. And that made me crazy because there were rulers and erasers. And even to this day, I still have pencils and erasers that I collected because I told him, I don't feel good you putting that on in a landfill. So I would collect them all. And when kids didn't have a marker, I would give it to them. If they didn't have a pencil, I would give it to them because I taught the whole school. And in this particular case, even to this day, I still have some of those markers left over from like 6 years ago. So what Call Me Chris did is highly unethical because she is eating animals 3 times a day. I asked to please be vegan. Please strive to be as vegan as possible. And when she pointed out the vegan marker the situation, I said, well, thank you very much. Now, would you help me to call up those companies because you have 53 million followers and maybe ask them to create a vegan version of those markers? But of course, that wicked person that she is did not do that at all. In fact, she just laughed and she thought it was very funny to make fun of vegans and even made fun of eating animals following that. And she is an absolutely horrible person for doing that. What she could have done and what she should have done is told her audience, guys, Miss Katie's right. We should strive to be vegan. We should really try hard because it's good for health. It's good for the planet. And it's good obviously for the animals. So yeah, there are some truly evil people in this world and she's one of them. Just because somebody's blonde and has blue eyes and is cute does not mean that they have a kind soul. And she's an example of somebody who's very cruel. So that's my answer to you there. And the fact that you brought it up makes me wonder about you too, honestly. Because why are you picking on something like that happened like 6 years ago? Why would you do that? Because you feel guilty, right? But you don't have to. Just do your best all the time. Do vegans make mistakes? Yes, vegans are not perfect. Sometimes we might step on an ant, or when we're driving our car, a bug might hit the windshield. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes a vegan has to get into a car with leather seats. Maybe it's a school bus even. We simply do our best to strive to be vegan, to try hard. That's all you can ask. Just keep trying. You make a mistake, try harder the next day. Never give up. Okay? That's what veganism is all about. Thanks, guys. Thank you for listening. To everybody who's putting in the super chats here, really appreciate that. Somebody over here on YouTube just asked me if I'm gay. I am not. I'm bisexual, but it has nothing to do with anything at all. Gay, straight, short, fat, white, dark, old, young, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Maybe you're getting mixed up because I hold the freedom flag and you get it mixed up with the gay flag. But this is a freedom flag. It's about freedom for everybody. And we want a world that's kind. We want a world that is vegan as much as is possible. And that's what we're striving for. We don't care whose hand you hold, as long as it's consensual. We want everybody to be happy. You want to marry a gay person, a lesbian, bisexual, whatever, that's fine. We want you to be happy, but we want you to do it without dead animals in your intestines, you see? Okay, what we're not okay with is is when people who are lesbian or gay and they're complaining that they don't have rights, but meanwhile they're eating a chicken wing. And they're literally taking away the rights of someone else. If you're lesbian or gay and you're saying that you have no rights and you're biting into a chicken wing, you're not the oppressed. You're the oppressor. You are the evil one. But you don't have to be anymore. You can be kind and you can save animals, because good people save animals. They don't bully them. They, in fact, protect them from people who do. Thank you guys very much for being here, by the way. We see what we have. I'm going to read your names out loud since a bunch of you guys continue to subscribe. All right, guys, if you're subscribing right now, let's go for it. We have 28.7 likes. Let's do a blitz of tapping on the screen, all right? Everybody tap 100 times or even more. Look right here, guys. There's going to be a red bar when you start tapping. Watch how fast I tap. The screen's going to shake. Not on YouTube, but on TikTok. See how quickly it's shaking? Because I'm tapping like crazy. I'm tapping about 3 times per second. Now, you guys see it? I can see it. I have a bar here. Tap, everyone. You see the bar there? It's red. Look up there. It's a red bar. Don't stop, because as soon as you stop, it's going to start over. Just keep tapping, 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 tapping as long as you can. Tap as long as you can. The most I ever tapped without stopping was like 430 or something like that. So you guys keep on tapping. That's good. Keep tapping. Share the love. Tap all over. You can tap here. You can tap on my shoulder. You can tap on the wall behind me. You can even tap on my eyeballs. I don't care. Tap on my nose. Tap everywhere. Just everywhere. Send lots of love to the universe. Send the love to the animals. Tell the algorithm that you care about kindness. Keep going. Oh, I almost stopped, but I didn't. Keep going, guys. How long is, look at the red line. As soon as it stops, I want you to type in at the bottom, how many hearts did you put up? All right, we'll do it another 30 seconds. We can do it. We can do it. You guys are doing good. Let's see. Keep going. Meanwhile, over here, I'm going to look. Oh, here. Okay. Wonderful. I noticed some people are putting these beautiful decorations there. We have wonderful. Thank you, Astro, for coming. Thank you, Michael and Jeremy. Thank you, Jojo, for being here. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Adam. Thank you for putting the beautiful decorations in here. Those of you who are talking about Jesus, by the way, if Jesus really did exist, of course he would have been vegan. He could never have stabbed an animal in the throat. Okay, guys, my finger's getting tired. Okay, thank you for the tomato. Thank you for feeding me. Guys, I'm going to stop. I don't know if you guys stopped already, but I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to, oh, somebody got 400. No, you did not get 3,000. That's a lie. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop. What did I get? 580. I got 580, guys. So how many did you guys get? Whoa, we're at 53,000. What? Good work, everyone. Excellent. What do we got? Let me see. Write down in the comments how many you got. 425, I believe you. 700, I don't really believe you, because that's like almost impossible. 300, I believe you. 527, yeah, I believe you. Good job, guys. Isaac got 1. Isaac, listen, all you have to do next time is get double, okay? You got 1, just next time make sure you get 2, okay? Tap on the screen twice. You can do it, Isaac. You guys are so funny. You crack me up, honestly. Sometimes, you know, I can't see you guys, right? But when I imagine what you look like, sometimes I imagine you guys, because some days you're nicer than others. Sometimes I imagine you like to be like these monsters, and other days I just imagine you to be just so cute, like just a bunch of cuties. Like you're just, I know you don't really want to hurt animals, you guys. I really believe that you don't. And you're just a bit lost. You know, we live in this world, this carnistic world that is filled with carnivores, people who think they have to eat animals, but you don't. You don't. You are not obligate carnivores. A lion is. A lion has to eat animals, but you don't. And therefore, it's your moral obligation not to. Unfortunately, lions have to eat animals. Poor lion doesn't really want to hurt the animals, but it's just the way their digestive system is. But us, you guys, TikTok, you guys, YouTube, we never have to eat animals, ever. And we don't need eggs. We don't need to eat cheese. We don't need to eat anything that comes from an animal. No, we don't need to steal their feathers. When you buy a coat for the winter, don't get one with real feathers in it. Just get a vegan coat. You're going to feel so much better. Thank you guys again. Oh, who's spamming here? We have Haria. Thank you, Haria. I'm so sorry if I missed you. Wait, how do I Haria, I'm trying to pin your comment, but today it's really weird. All the comments are in the middle of the screen for some crazy reason. I don't know why. Let me see if I can tap you. Where's Haria? Haria, I'm trying to pin your comment. No, I don't see it anymore. All right, guys, in the comments anyway, you guys on YouTube, thank you so much for subscribing. Don't forget there's a like button up here. You can press it. I thank every single person who came in today. Let's keep going and see if we have a couple more people who want to say hi. Blitz of Death. Oh, what kind of a campaign is that?
Hi.
Hi. Oh, I'm sorry. You have to turn your camera off. Sorry about that. Yeah, you just have to turn your camera off. Okay, I'll help you turn it off. There we go. All right, so you have to have your camera off because here what happened one time is somebody pulled down their pants and was touching themselves inappropriately, and then TikTok banned me because they were rubbing themselves inappropriately with no pants on, because I was just busy yapping away like this and I didn't notice. So nobody's allowed to come in to turn your cameras on, unfortunately. Okay, I know you guys want to see me, and I do like to see the people who are nice, but it ends up, this is the way it is. You know, sometimes a few people ruin it for everyone. But that's okay. We're still going to have fun anyway. All right, guys, we're going to listen to another song here. This is a song, and it is about being vegan from now on. So look in the mirror, sing this song, be brave. You can be vegan from now on. You can. Look in the mirror and sing this song, sing, I will be brave, I'll be vegan from now on. Look in your heart and sing this song, sing, I will be brave, I'll be vegan from now on. Eat only healthy vegan things, never eat anyone's arms, legs, or wings. Don't eat anyone who has ears or eyes. Make sure when you eat that nobody cries. Break old habits you had for years, save animals from so much terror and tears. Train yourself to always be in the mood, to only buy healthy vegan food. You can be vegan from now on. You can do it starting this very moment. Guys, thank you so much for coming to my channel. Thank you to so many of you guys who have been so kind to me. And I really hope that today's talk has inspired you to find vegans in your community and understand that when you leave the cult that you're in, this crazy cult of carnism, it will be painful. It's like leaving a terrible relationship or leaving a terrible religion. When you come into veganism, you are now free. You are free. You have seen things that nobody else has seen, and you've seen the light. And now you can walk towards the light, and you can be a kind person, and you can live your life with integrity, and you're going to feel so much better. Yes, there might be sad times because you're going to think about your family members or your old friends who never became vegan with you. But don't give up hope, because sometimes people change and sometimes it takes a few years. But in the meantime, I don't want you to shed any tears, okay? I want you to just keep going forward. Do your best. Help to find vegan friends in your community by doing what I said, which is to have these potlucks in your community. Organize them. Invite people over to put simple things. Could be even a picnic at the park, and just join in with other friends to have some vegan meals together. Light some candles, talk about your joys, talk about your concerns, talk about what you're proud of. Find your own vegan family, so to speak. All right, hold on a second, guys. I've got this super chat here. Let me see if I can tap on this. Oh, why is TikTok being so mean? Or YouTube, it's not letting me. Hold on, I'm gonna try and see. I know there's a $5 there, but it's not letting me. I'm trying to press on it, YouTube. So I'm doing a long press right there in the middle. I see it right there. I'm putting a long press. It's not doing it. Let me do a double tap. Okay, try with another finger just in case. Okay, double tapping. Moving it to the left. No, right. Maybe swiping up, swiping down. It's not letting me, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, that was so weird. I tapped on the right and then slightly on the left, like twice. Or anyway, there it is. Okay. Hold on, let me get you first. Okay, Daffy Road. You get a lot of questions about your belly button. What's wrong with it? Nothing's wrong with my belly button. It's a normal belly button. There, look. See? It's just a normal belly button. I don't know, because some people are weird, you know? Some people want to see your toes. Some people want to see weird things, you know? It's just a thing. I don't know what it is. Anyway, there you saw it. It's nothing. It's not like, it's just like, looks like every other person's belly button. I wish it was interesting and unique, but it's kind of not. It's just kind of cute, actually. Just a little, whoop. That's a funny question, Daffy. Silly. All right, anyway, thanks for the super chat. Pushing a heart on there and a thumbs up. All right, guys, it is time for us to go. Thank you for coming again to the third live stream of the day. I will see you all again soon. Big hugs to everyone striving to be as vegan as possible. I love you for trying. I know you don't want to hurt the animals. Give yourself a hug, guys. And remember, if you ever feel sad, do this, okay? Put your hands like this. Put your elbows on your chest. You can rock yourself a bit, okay? Go into the bathroom by yourself if you feel sad and give yourself a hug because you deserve love, okay? You should not be sad in this life, especially if you're trying really hard to be a good person, okay? You got this. I'll see you guys later. I might do another live stream, but for sure, if not today, for tomorrow, I'll be back, okay? If you guys haven't subscribed yet, press the notification bell here on YouTube. Press the like button. And guys on TikTok, I love you guys too. See you guys in a few hours or tomorrow, okay? Thank you, bye. All right. That's the TikTok music when I hang up on them. Okay, YouTube, I'll say bye to you guys too. Bye, YouTube. Bye. But it's not letting me say goodbye. Why won't it let me hang up on you? Hold on, guys. Tap. Okay, it's gonna go now. It's literally just going on and on. This is the TikTok song when I end the live stream.